The boy everyone thought was weak turned out to be the most powerful. At a prestigious American university, every student came to make their mark, some with strength, some with confidence, some with charm. But Wilson Mark wasn't like anyone else. He was quiet, polite, and extremely well-mannered. Physically, he was weak. Thin arms, slouched shoulders, and a walk lacking the confidence most others carried. In a campus filled with loud, confident students, Wilson often went unnoticed. He didn't complain. He didn't demand attention. He simply existed in silence. Wilson always sat at the back row. No rush to speak, no need to prove himself. But when a tough question appeared on the board, his face lit up with calm focus. Professor Richard Howard, a strict, intelligent, challenge-loving teacher, soon realized this boy was no ordinary student. One day, Professor Howard wrote a complex problem on the board. He turned to the class and said, "I doubt anyone here can solve this tonight." Whispers spread across the room. Some tried, some laughed, some gave up. Wilson remained silent. That night, the university was quiet. Wilson walked past the classroom and noticed the problem still on the board. He stopped. Slowly, he entered the room and stood in front of the board. Hours passed. Silence filled the room except for the faint chalk scratching. He worked. He paused. He tried again. Finally, he solved the problem. He left the complete solution on the board, quietly, without telling anyone. The next morning, Professor Howard entered the classroom. His eyes fell on the solved problem. He froze. Who solved this? The class went silent. No one knew. Wilson kept his head down, unnoticed, but victorious. The next week, Professor Howard wrote another challenging problem. This time, he installed a camera in the classroom. Tonight, we'll see who solves this in silence. Wilson came again that night. Unaware of the camera, he stood in front of the board and worked quietly, the same deep focus, the same determination. Hours later, the problem was solved. The next morning, Professor Howard watched the footage. All eyes were on Wilson, the same quiet boy solving problems effortlessly. No pride, no show, just raw intelligence. During this time, a girl named Mia Carter noticed him. Smart, beautiful, confident, and observant. She had seen Wilson before, but now she truly saw him. His silence, his focus, his patience. After class, she walked up to him. "You speak so little, but your silence says so much." That was the beginning. Mia was impressed by Wilson's intelligence. She started liking him. Weeks later, she proposed to him herself. Wilson was surprised. He had never been chosen before. He didn't say yes immediately. He was cautious. Time passed. He finally entered a relationship with her. 3 years went by. Wilson hadn't graduated yet. Their relationship had grown deep. Mia often told her friends, "Wilson is simple, not ambitious." Everyone thought he was poor, but in reality, Wilson was extremely wealthy. He simply never wanted anyone to know. He wanted to be loved for who he was, not his money. Over time, Mia began to distance herself. Late replies, excuses, and phrases like, "You're overthinking." One day, Wilson discovered the truth. Mia was cheating. She finally admitted, "You're amazing, but I need stability. I can't see a future with you." She revealed she was leaving him because of what she thought was his poor background. Wilson smiled quietly. No anger, no revenge. "I wanted to see if people would love me for who I am, not what I have. In the end, he revealed the truth, his wealth, his status, everything he had quietly built. Mia was shocked. The boy she underestimated was far beyond what she imagined. Wilson's body might have been weak, but his mind and dignity were unbreakable. He never needed to show off. He never needed to shout. Yet, in the eyes of the world, he became the most powerful. The boy everyone thought was weak turned out to be the most powerful.